Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and I have something to say about sleeping and how it could affect people that are, having dementia and all that. So, perfect amount of sleep causes what I would believe is it freezes time a little bit, but it doesn't. It makes you ageless when you have a perfect amount of sleep. So, once you sleep too little, you could have problems involving, like any problem that you have too little sleep is like sleepiness, moodiness, and all that, and could cause other problems like that. And then there's too much sleep, which I believe is caused on my side of the family and with my mom and dad. And basically, too much sleep can cause autism, and that's, in my opinion, autism and dementia and all these other things. So what does sleep do? Well, it makes you forget things, and too much of it will give you dementia, autism, like I said, and things like Down syndrome as well, and also cause aging as well. It's not witchcraft, it's just it's your body's way of, basically, it's like a computer shutting down, but if it shuts down for too long, it causes problems with the computer with its memory. And if you basically keep it on for too long, it causes, brain freezes and causes the computer just to do weird things to you, and it doesn't work as well as it should, So if you don't have enough sleep, you will have things like rapid aging and things like also, possibly other health issues like the doctors would say. But my point is, when you sleep, it's as if you're half in the other world and half not. And your mind is regathering thoughts from somewhere else, at another source. Sometimes it's from angels of God, sometimes it's from demons, and basically, in other times, it's just from yourself. So, basically, if you sleep for too long, you're in another world where, there might be attack, or there might be, messages, or there might be just autistic thoughts in your imagination. So, keep that in mind, that most likely, if you have too much sleep, it's like you're putting too much of that spine fluid into your brain, and it's causing you to literally forget everything. So everything to do with the brain falling apart is with too much sleep, and everything to do with you're not getting that enough forgetful fluid and causing all that panicking thoughts. It's like you're getting too little sleep. And what's happening with the world these days? People are getting too little sleep, and everyone's getting violent, and everyone's getting all these kind of diabetes diseases. It's never a good thing, because diabetes does go on both ends. But I would say that diabetes especially goes on for the people that have too little sleep. It's like, you won't forget things, but you will remember a lot. And once you have too little sleep, you will go crazy. I'm telling you, you will go crazy and get depressed and all that. So, in my own opinion, get a perfect amount of sleep. If you can't, wake up whenever you just wake up. If you wake up too late, well, have an alarm for whenever you go to bed and whenever you wake up. And then that will just improve your ability to function in real life. Because if you wake up at a perfect time, basically, it's God's way of saying, you did it right, you are living long. Even then, there's also a mixture of cotton and another material that does the same thing. Two different body. It's like your body needs to function on a lot of it's your body's very fragile. Of course, your body's very fragile. and it's like a computer, but more fragile than a computer, I believe, in some ways, and then others are not. And I can see that a lot of people are getting too little sleep, and they're getting really freaky. They're remembering everything, and they're getting all crazy. You know, sleep with too little, like you age too much, and sleep with too much, you age too much. However, sometimes you gotta know that little kids will wake you up, and especially babies. That's how mothers function. However, mothers do sleep whenever the baby has grown up. Sometimes if they have too many babies, they will age like the man, but the men, well, like I said, that we all age equally, but the aging factor of the lady is, less abusive and more proactive. And the body is different too. But for the man, I wish you would just get enough sleep. And don't let the baby wake you up. Let that be for the wife. I know this is sounding like sexist or something like that, but it's not. Everyone is literally different. So, especially women and men. And if you basically try to do everything in one day, you will get too little sleep. And if you try to do too little in one day, try to get too much sleep, again, dementia strikes in. So I would say the number one source of dementia is too much sleep. And a combination of things that cause autism, I believe, is too much sugar, and that's the same with dementia. So it's too much sugar, too much sleep, and too much salt causes autism. However, too much sugar and too much sleep causes dementia as well. So, and another thing that causes dementia is, well, abuse with the head, which is basically sleeping and head trauma. And a third issue with that is bad memories, bad events. So you get dementia from traumatic stress. So anything like that is, dementia line. And autism is basically what I believe is it affects that after it's basically heretical thing, and also whenever a person is too stressed out, too much trauma to the brain, wherever it was, later on it causes autism, I believe. But I don't know if it's that thing, but I don't know if it's exactly that thing, but I do believe that anything to do with the head is very, like I said, the head is very fragile, and a lot of problems with that is when your head gets abused, it causes problems with your generations after it. Even then, whatever you abuse the head with, it's basically if you're too late for the baby, maybe you're just maybe it's like you had inbreeding problems. It's everything, any kind of thing can cause a brain issue. Lots of things can cause brain issues, physical issues as well. And like I said, your body is a very fragile thing. So I would say just take care of it, and then you won't have any problems in your body until you get until like 7 years old. And by that point, maybe you should be jogging and getting healthy then. Again, the outdoors was meant for a place for everyone to live. Everyone was supposed to live outdoors, but since we were literally indoors all the time, that's probably another cause of autism, but I don't know if it's really the case. But a lot of people are born with whatever they have, and the reasons are uncertain, but God creates everyone uniquely, but He does not want to create someone with a problem with DNA alteration, whether it be by something we don't see, or with something that is like some chromosome problem, which is, something that is basically down the family line very far away. and it came from the inbreeding of people. Remember, this world's not perfect and people don't know our body is very fragile, but we got to accept that, God gave us a body and He gave us flesh. And to reiterate that, if you know that you're falling apart and you know that you're going to die soon, maybe within 5 or 10 years, you don't know if you get Alzheimer's or if you don't know when you're going to die, even then, you could die within months, or maybe you could even die today from an accident. So my final message is, choose Jesus, accept His free gift of salvation on the cross. He gave salvation to you freely. Even better, in heaven, our bodies are perfect and powerful and like nothing that we have ever imagined. Nothing like the video games can even fathom. In heaven, as perfect as we can get, perfection is not imaginable. Perfection is truly something that no man can imagine. It's God's body as well. But He gave us unique bodies in heaven. Well, anyway, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.